Democratic Senator Bob Menendez has been indicted.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Maybe not so right. As I said yesterday, I don't care about political party. They seem to have this guy with extraordinarily incriminating evidence, coats in his closet, sweaters, pullovers, cardigans, maybe even an Argyle or what do they call it? A Fair Isle sweater. Anyway, pockets stuffed with cash, gold bars, incriminating Google searches, the entire thing. I don't care what party he's from. There's significant evidence against Menendez. There's significant evidence against Trump. It seems that charging both of them was correct. Menendez held a press conference yesterday. Very, very shaky. This is not exactly a profile in innocence. Let's put it that way. Here's the first clip. Menendez indicating he does not plan to resign.
Friday, the Southern District of New York brought charges against me. I understand how deeply concerning this can be. However,
to who?
The allegations leveled against me are just that, allegations. For anyone who has known me throughout my 50 years of public service, they know I have always fought for what is right. My advocacy has always been grounded in what I learned from growing up as a son of Cuban refugees, especially my mom, my hero, Evangelina Menendez. Everything I've accomplished, I've worked for, despite the naysayers and everyone who has underestimated me. I recognize this will be the biggest fight yet, but as I have stated throughout this whole process, I firmly believe that when all the facts are presented, not only will I be exonerated, but I still will be the New Jersey's senior senator.
All right, so he is not resigning, defiant and principled in the face of charges that seem, quite frankly, very much based in evidence. Of course, just like anyone, he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. You can make the case that allegations alone don't warrant a resignation on the basis that they are merely allegations. That's not a unique thing to say about a Democrat. But his defenses seem extremely weak. Here he is saying all that cash is just money he earned completely legally that he slowly withdrew from banks and stuffed in the pockets of his clothes.
I recognize this will be the biggest fight yet, but as I have stated throughout this whole process, I firmly believe that when all the facts are presented, not only will I be exonerated, but I still will be the New Jersey's senior senator. Now, this may seem old-fashioned, but these were monies drawn from my personal savings account based on the income that I have lawfully derived over those 30 years.
I mean, listen, it's a defense. At some point, you would think someone would ask, and he's preempting this by saying it's old-fashioned. At some point, someone will ask, why did you withdraw money you earned over 30 years and then put it in the pockets of your clothes at this particular time? And the old-fashioned mention is because he wants to say, you know, people of my generation, we sometimes thought the safest place for our money was under our mattress or whatever, out of the reach of what, you know, instability, Cuba, whatever. It's very difficult to believe that that's the explanation. It doesn't address the gold bars, etc. And here's just one funny moment. At some point, he made a statement in Spanish as well. And as he was wrapping the statement in Spanish and walked away, someone yells about the gold bars and the Google searches, and he just ignores it.
Para hacer exactamente eso. Thank you very much.
So you hear there's something about gold bars. So listen, I mean, he has every right to mount the most vigorous defense he can mount. It looks absolutely terribly. To me, the optics of a crowd of people cheering for a guy who, this is not his first rodeo. He was previously indicted, and I believe that case fell apart on, there were some, I think it was a mistrial, and then they decided not to retry the guy, which doesn't exactly glow with innocence, although obviously by the legal system, he was not found guilty, period. I don't know that I would set up people cheering for me. You've not really done anything worthy of cheering. You're entitled to a defense. You're entitled to the best lawyers you can get, and you're presumed innocent for the time being. but the cheering crowd as if this guy is some kind of martyr, it's a little bit Trumpian in nature. So we can leave it there. We're going to follow it. As you can see, I am not in any way mitigating my opinion of what's going on with Menendez because he's a Democrat. I don't care about that. And I know many people wrote to me suggesting I wouldn't even cover this. Obviously, I'm covering it. It reeks of rampant corruption based on the evidence I've seen. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. We are beyond 1.9 million subscribers. 2 million is the next target. Well, maybe 1.91, but 2 million is the next big target. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll take a very quick break and be right back.